welcome back aboard the Holly Jolly Polite Ship, everyone. And today, we're going to Longwood Gardens.
We left at like 3:15 and made our way to Longwood Gardens, where we got stuck in traffic on the way up there. And by the time we got there, the first lot was already filled up, so we had to go over to the second lot, which means we had to take the bus.
So there's a bus line. It's about a mile long. It's like the reverse of Disney. A bus line, but it's cold.
Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Okay, all jokes aside, we're on our way in. Alright, so now we're in. Okay, technically we're actually out. Never mind.
Now, a lot of this video is just going to be me commenting on how absolutely beautiful the place is. Also, they used to have a river here with stuff on it, but now they don't, and it's just this tower. There's an aqua tree and some more things. Oh, and here's some balls. But we started here so we could make our way up to the back and do the first two greenhouses on the list. On our way up there, when we got to the entrance to the first greenhouse, we saw this really, really cool light-up thing on the ground that we will come back to later when it gets a little bit darker. But first, we're going to go into this first greenhouse on the list, which is this one right here. Time for the first greenhouse montage. Anyways, after that greenhouse was done, it was time for our second greenhouse, which is a little bit shorter. So, yeah.
Melikilikimaka is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting.
If you couldn't tell, those were all the tropical plants. Anyways, then we made our way out back to the light path that I was talking about earlier. It's not really a light path, it's just all these like star things. And they're really cool looking. Now look at these cool fake fountains that they do with the water. I will show you a full video of these at the end so that you can see what they look like when it's actually a lot darker out and it's not just sunset, which it was here. But now we're going to start going into the real, like the deep. We're going to go deep into the forest now with this next part. Why is this clip so long? It's still happening! So obviously we're saving the big greenhouse for later, and we're heading into the forest like I said earlier. I have a better shot of this gemstone that you'll see later. That was the theme, by the way, gems this year for Longwood Christmas. But anyways, these are the trains and this one car that goes by comically fast. But we headed to the beer garden area where we saw all the trains and stuff. Yeah, they have a really big train set in here. I know when we did the Disney World video last year, I kind of spent way too long talking about the trains in Germany. Like, way too long amount of time talking about the trains in Germany. But still, these ones are even cooler, honestly. I just love how big the train sets are. Look, it's like a mini version of the greenhouse they have here, too, which is pretty cool. But I just love the trains here. They're so cool. Here's treehouse number 1, and from the top it had a really nice view of these trees that my dad is obsessed with for some reason. And these trees. Next we went inside the founder's house, and there were some pretty nice things in there. It was very, beautifully decorated. There were a couple, things about history about him. There were, these videos that you could play to, watch more about the history of Longwood Gardens and stuff, but yeah. But anyways, then we left and made our way to the second treehouse.
We're gonna need a lightning lane.
We eventually got in, and look at this tree. But anyways, then we walked through this light tunnel thingy thing. And then we saw all these snowflakes out in the abyss. And this random purple tree over here. So then we saw this tree, which is another one of those trees that are just made out of lights. After which we saw this pretty cool view on the lake. And there were some more gems on the lake and some more trees on the lake, which was pretty cool. Then we stopped to get some hot chocolate and also went to the bathroom.
It's not hot chocolate. Very hot.
Then we went to the third and final tree house, which is also the best tree house. And we went all the way to the top. Then we went out on the deck again and we got this really nice view of the lake. Now every year, this tree has a theme. And this year, it was balls. Here's a challenge. Try and see if I'm actually holding this with two hands or not. I mean, I have to be holding the camera with something. Anyways, we sat in this courtyard for a little bit. Meanwhile, we were missing the fountain show, so we would have to wait forever for the fountain show to start again. He rules the world with truth. Anyways, then we made our way back to the greenhouses so that we could finish off our day with the final greenhouse of the day, which is the main greenhouse. While I tell of you, okay, I am nothing compared to them. Anyway, here's some snowflakes. Time to get warmed up in the greenhouse. Wait, here's the gem I told you I was going to show you more of earlier, and here's the greenhouse. Now, I'm not going to do a montage this time simply because there's just so much to talk about in here. It's so beautiful. Okay, but I have vivid memories of this bathroom area for some reason. But overall, the entire greenhouse was just so beautiful. There were so many beautiful Christmas trees, so many beautiful areas in general. The whole thing was just unbelievable. The scale of some of these rooms, too, was really cool. The scale of some of these trees was, unbelievable. This whole thing, I can't even describe how insane this place was in person. They had this nice dining table in here and this giant tree with the bow on it. Ah, yes. I always wanted to read a gardener's journal. The tree's even inside of a music box. Look at that. That's interesting. But, yeah, like I said, this whole place. What in the Let It Go Elsa's Ice Palace is this? So many things to look at, so much detail put into this display. It's, truly, amazing, the amount of detail and the amount of work that probably went into this in here. It's just so beautiful. Also, seriously, you need to tell me how you keep that lawn so perfect. There was this one really, really, really big tree in, the front of the greenhouse, and it even spun, which was pretty cool. And then here's the jungle area, nothing too special aside from the water thing that I used to play in when I came here as a kid before. But anyway, we made our way back to the front area where we came in and saw that tree again. And then we got on the bus and, well, time to do an interesting transition idea. Oh, wait, I gotta turn the angel on. Bingo. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Be merry, not seasick. Bye.